Welcome to this video 1700, and okay, I like to play positional this time, so a3. Yeah, this is like a waste of time again in the opening. Okay, he avoids me playing bishop b4, but yeah, I can develop my pieces in another manner as well, and then a3 is not that good. So maybe bishop e7 simply. Now the question will be if I should play d5 or e5. I think I go for an e5 setup. And in the right moment I will push for e5. And I think about playing g6 and bishop g7 afterwards. I mean, he almost needs to close the center after e5. And okay, here, however, I think I destroy his pawn structure. Then I close a position. So now I have the beautiful square c5 for my knight, and it's not possible for him to get rid of this knight easily. Not by pawns. If he wants to get rid of the knight, he needs to do it with this knight on f3. But this will be a long journey. So what is he aiming for? Does he want to mate me with a knight and a rook or what? I'm not sure. So okay, let's directly use the power of this knight, and yeah, I would like to play f5 in the right moment. What I can also do is putting my queen on a4, bishop on a6, and then try to attack this pawn. Yeah, I think I will do this. And what is his idea? How does he want to defend? With the queen? What I also can do is now playing queen g4, attacking this pawn and this pawn. Yeah, everything looks good here. I don't like the move h4, it just weakened his kingside position. This pawn is also a bit loose, and yeah, maybe it's a good option for him to castle long, and if I take on g2 he has the open g5, but I can also just win here the pawn on e4. Yeah, I think I go for the pawn on e4. So the pawn on c4 is weak anyway, and yeah, now everything falls apart here. The pawn on c4 as well, and he cannot really castle. Yeah, I'm simply 2 pawns up very soon, and there is no counterplay for white, so the goal then is just to exchange some pieces, and it's an easy win. What is he waiting for? Yeah, why shouldn't I play just bishop c4 and then attacking the pawn on d5? He can try some desperado attack, maybe with rook g3 and then queen g5, but this is all not really working. Now I'm simply threatening to take here on d5 with the queen, and then there will be an exchange of queens, and I mean, the less pieces there are on board, the closer the win is. Yeah, so as said, maybe he tries this, but I will just exchange queens now. And there's nothing he can do. 5 pawns for white and 8 pawns for me. Okay, so he tries everything, but my queen g5 still doesn't work because I can just take the queen. And yeah, let's just bring in our other pieces. Rook e4 is my idea now. And then threatening to take on d4. Yeah, there's also not that much to comment now. I mean, what I will do is now just exchanging pieces, and I focus on the weaknesses here. d4 is a weakness. I will bring in my pieces. I will very soon also play rook e8 here, rook a e8, and then I try to get rid of the rooks. But first, I mean, I'm just threatening to take here, and yeah, this is just desperation. And now the other rook comes into the play. Rook e1 was a threat. Yeah, this was all I mean, the game was almost over when he yeah, lost the pawn in the center. And yeah, what went wrong from White's point of view? I think, okay, he lost a bit of time with a3, but it's not really very bad. I mean, in some of the positions you always want to play v4, so yeah, I mean, it's not that you lose with a3, but it's there are better ways, because now the initiative is just gone. But here in this position, when he played d5, I think he didn't take care that much about his pawn structure, and this position here is very good for black, because we have a nice square for our knight on c5, and there are many weaknesses now in White's camp. And yeah, if he plays something like this, he needs to push for a quick f4. He needs to get rid of this knight and then play f4 to attack me here. But he didn't do this, and the way he played is just too slow. h4 doesn't help him at all. I mean, if he wants to attack me, he needs to castle maybe and push for f4. The rook on f1 is better. Bishop d3. Also, the knight is not that good on f3 here. Maybe it would have been better to play bishop d3 and knight e2. Yeah. So when you have the chance to make double pawns in the enemy's camp, and you then win a very nice square for your knight, it's certainly an option to give up the bishop pair, which is normally quite a good thing. But if you look also in the pawn structure here, all my pawns are on black squares, so a bishop on f6 or e7 is somewhat locked in. So I was really happy to get rid of this bishop, and yeah, then this pawn structure is good for me, because I have a bishop that can control the white squares here, and I also have the nice outpost on c5. Thanks for watching.